Hey YouTubers and fellow Jeepers everywhere, it's Jeeping for me. Just back after a long cold winter where I did some modifications and upgrades to my 2013 Jeep Rubicon JKU. It does have a 3.6 liter and it is an automatic, and the reason why I'm giving you that information is gears was one of the upgrades. I ended up going from the stock 373s on the Dana 44 axles to 488 Yukons. Now the 488s right now with 35-inch tires running 70 miles an hour on the interstate is tacking around 2,900 RPMs. Once I go to the 37s in the spring, that should raise my gear ratio, also lower my RPMs. I should be roughly tacking around 2,600. Very happy with the Yukon gear kit, very happy with the gears, great performance and acceleration. I do a little bit of towing with an ATV trailer, so I just wanted to make sure I had that little extra. That's why I didn't go with 456s. I think that little extra between 456 and 488s is the way to go, and if you are planning on going to 37-inch tires, 456s will be fine. But if you really want that off-road performance and the capability to tow and have that low-end torque, then I think 488s is the way to go. I also changed out the upper and lower control arms, front and rear. I ended up putting Metalcloak in. I also went with the Metalcloak progressive springs and a 3.5-inch lift. Progressive springs means that the springs in the top part of the yoke are actually sitting on top of each other, and then your separation between the springs is down below. This gives you that quality ride. This allows for extra flex on the trail without it coming out of the yoke. Very happy with the ride performance. It's a quality product. Metalcloak has a great warranty on their products. I also did an upgrade, and you don't even see it if you're not looking for it, but I went with the teraflex ball joints as well, in preparation once again for the 37s. They are rebuildable. They're heavier than what the factory ones were. The factory ones were still actually good. I didn't have any death wobble or anything like that, but in preparations for the 37s, you want to beef up the front end as much as possible. I did go ahead and purchase Poison Spider differential covers, which I hand painted, and I'll show you those shortly. Also put axle seals in, which are greasable, while I was doing the gear upgrade. And I also changed out to an EAG rock slider and took my other steps off. And I'll show you those and talk a little bit about them as well. So let me go ahead and switch the camera around. Let me show you some of the upgrades, and then we're gonna go ahead and discuss them, and I'll give you my overall review. Okay, the one thing that you notice about the Metalcloak, it's raining outside, so therefore we have to do it in a semi-dark area, but you can see that gold color. That chromoly, it's not gonna rust. It's a quality product. Very happy with the warranty as well as the overall performance. It was definitely money well spent. Now the springs, and I don't know if I'll be able to get a really good view of the springs, but the springs there, you can see the separation, and then that top yoke, you can see where they're actually pushed together. That is the progressive. As far as the ball joints, there is the teraflex ball joints that are rebuildable. Let me go through the entire front, and you can see I've beefed everything up. There is my Poison Spider differential cover, which I hand painted. Very happy with that. Right now, the overall performance, the way the Jeep handles, is extremely well. Now we're going to get to the EAG rock sliders. They cover the pinch seam extremely well. They do not mount to that. They actually mount to the body bolts. And I'll show you that shortly. Actually, it's 3 bars. The powder coating is done extremely well. The welds are solid. These were fairly cheap. I got them from Vicious Off-Road, and I got them in about 4 days. But I'm pretty happy with these. Now, how they mount, and we're gonna get turned around, how they mount is to the body bolts. Now, it's got a large hole that is, of course, is cut through, and then you just use the 2 bolts that are on each side of the body mount. And then, of course, there is 3 of these throughout. So they are very, very secured once they're in place. Lower control arms in the rear, once again, Metalcloak. The track bar in the rear, Metalcloak, of course. Let me go ahead and get to the rear of the Jeep. And now we're gonna go, there's my differential cover as well as the Metalcloak track bar for the rear. And very, very happy with all these products. Very, very happy. One thing that I did do is I put an American flag in the rear window of the hardtop, and that is by Explorer Off-Road. I can tell you that the vinyl is of a high quality. It was not very difficult to put in. It looks fantastic. Very, very happy with it. And that's where she currently sits. So once the 37s get put on, and once I do finish up a few other small modifications, she will be ready for spring. And I'm ready and waiting for spring. So I can't wait to hit the trails, can't wait to hit some events, can't wait to get out there. If you have a question on any of the products that I talked about, all you have to do is go ahead and put them in the comment area below. I try to get back with you as quickly as I possibly can. If it's your first time coming to the channel, remember to like, subscribe, and share it. You know, once again, this channel is just talking about products that I've had experiences with, giving you my thumbs up, thumbs down. I would buy again, I wouldn't buy again, whatever the case. It helps you spend your money much better to where you can go ahead and do a little bit of research, formulate an opinion, and then go from there. Now, once again, I don't endorse any of the products. I've got a couple sponsors that I'll talk about in another video. That I'll be putting out in the spring, but right now this was mainly just for us, me and you, okay? But Metalcloak right now, thumbs up, no issues. The Yukon gears, thumbs up, no issues. American flag by Explorer Off-Road, thumbs up, no issues. The EAG rock sliders, thumbs up, no issues. So keep Jeeping. I'll see you out on the trails. Future videos coming soon. Take care.